moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Caught close to the marker, it's Jordan. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Using his legs to buy some time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
From the gun, the ground game. Got a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute.
Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got a man, it's Moffitt. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moffitt. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it! And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fitted in the window for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the defender. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll try to power their way ahead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Touchdown, Rebels! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Dances away. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's in open space downfield. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fowler. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Keeps looking downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The running back has it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ray. And the returner is stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Jordan. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in. Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, USC! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 seconds.
drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Under fire. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the...
There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Knight. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He lets one fly deep, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Takes it on the shovel. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They got the incompletion to stop the clock. Now they need another stop on third down to get the ball back.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Reed. He's got it! And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is an offense that practices these situations. It's game management. It's late in the game. You've already got the lead. You don't have to force it on third and short in this area of the field. Just throw it away, kick a field goal, and now you've got a two-possession lead.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Trojans! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Back to throw, it's Knight. They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Pressure coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Brings it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to UCF. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys always got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Rebels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure that don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Knight. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Here's a throw downfield late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Stands in and takes the hit. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything